whether it's Grassroot, which has a deep connection, I know, with her heart, with our soul, because, you know, every time I get that lookbook, I'm always like, you know, amazed and say, my God, I could wear this, but it was never available till she created it. So I think that's really very special about her. And the other thing is with Global Desi, I mean, we've all, you know, ignored the youth and their needs, you know, whether you want to be super trendy and just throw on a shirt onto your torn black jeans. And I think she caters to that person unapologetically, which is really cool. And I think the one thing we have to remember is I don't know, I mean, some of you are very young, but a lot of us remember, you know, there was nowhere in India to buy basic, nicely designed clothes, a great shirt, an amazing trouser. And I remember I always looked to And for that direction. And I'm happy to be sitting here with all these brands and this amazing lady who's created it. So please give her a warm welcome.
My God and I. Too kind.
Hi, good evening everybody. Thank you for being here. This is really special that all of you have come here today.
So I think you saw a bit of a slideshow about the Vogue wedding show. It's very special to us. And as we all know, you know, as brides, as mother-in-laws, as mother of the brides, it's a very, very special time in your life. Sisters of the bride, you're too young, so I'm going to keep referring to you. And I think it's a very magical time in a girl's life, in a family's life actually, because it's a family occasion. And I always feel that it's a time when people fight a lot. Actually, it's all from a deep-rooted sense of love for each other. And I beg all you future mother-in-laws to please let your daughter-in-law dress however she wants. Or your son-in-law, right?
Very well said.
So again, the Vogue wedding show is something that Vogue does for our readers. You know, as a magazine, Vogue has always talked about fashion, and we try to present the best of fashion to you, whether it's a mix of international and Indian. We're very lucky to have amazing Indian designers holding our hands through this journey. You know, Anita, Manish Malhotra, Tarun Tailiani, Manish Arora, Shantanu and Nikhil, they're all there. And let me tell you, you know, a little bit about those of you who have never been to the Vogue India wedding show. What it is, it's like stepping onto a street in Paris or in Rome. It's a beautiful avenue with individual stores where fortunately you get to meet designers directly, which, let me tell you, doesn't happen that often. Okay, so it's this amazing atmosphere, and there they are showcasing their beautiful collections for the next season. And after you do that, and after you choose your collection, you can go across to a jeweler's store, because there are many of them there as well, and then choose the jewelry that works best with the outfit. And a lot of magic, I think, happens at the wedding show,
a lot
right?
of champagne flows. It's great to be there. It's like a Disneyland of wedding wear. It's like beautiful. It's a must to visit.
It's in Delhi,
yes.
yeah.
It's worth going there, because you get to see, you'll never get to see that under one roof. You get to meet everybody, so it's 3 days well spent if you can spend 3 days there, because I can assure you 3 days will seem less.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's actually on the 6th, 7th and 8th of August at the Taj Palace in Delhi. It's by invitation, but there's a website which is, I think, www.vogueweddingshow.in.
You can register today.
Yeah.
The Vogue team is here.
Yeah. And so Anita, back to you. So tell me, I mean, who is the bride that you are designing for?
You know, for me, my muse is always somebody who is obviously Indian. In my head, she's this beautiful princess. But somebody who is born, brought up with traditional Indian values, but somebody in my head who's, you know, well-educated, well-traveled all over the world. So her outlook is very contemporary. She's fiercely independent, because I root for independent women all the time. She's on her own 2 feet. She's somebody who is economically independent. She realizes the beauty and value of Indian craft. And she's someone who celebrates the Indianness, but at the same time, she's somebody who's fun, happy, light-hearted. I like my bride to have fun at her own wedding. Which is why when I started designing bridal wear, I said that, you know, my lehengas are not going to be heavy. Times have changed. Today the bride dances more than anyone else at her own wedding. I wanted her to enjoy her own wedding. The wedding was not meant to be just enjoyed by her friends and family. I wanted her to enjoy it. So hence for me, comfort was very important. So I started putting pockets in my lehengas. I always think of naughty things when I'm thinking of those pockets.
I'm thinking of lipstick.
No, I'm thinking of a little love note in it.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking of just stuff that she wants there with her. It could be anything, her phone for that last minute call, whatever, a last minute message. So pockets, lightweight lehengas, which is why, and I discovered that I can give weightless lehengas, to the bride. I don't agree and I don't believe in it, and that this is what I'd like to tell the mothers and mother-in-laws, that she doesn't have to wear too much of jewelry. You don't have to show on her wedding day that this is the jewelry I'm giving my daughter. So
you can give out postcards.
You can give some away.
Back presents.
Less jewelry. For me, the modern day bride is comfortable. She is her own person on that day. Her personality has to come through. And today, most young girls want it that way. They want to look like themselves. Makeup. So the makeup has to be minimal and she has to have fun. And she can only do that if she's really comfortable in what she's wearing. And at the same time, of course, she's got to look like the bride. So she's got to look beautiful, which is our job.
Yeah, absolutely. You do a great job of it.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the amazing thing about Anita's pieces is that they're all individually priced, right?
Oh, yes, thank you for reminding
me. So I
on
feel
this.
that really makes your choices so democratic.
Yeah, I like to
cool.
price it differently, because when a bride comes to us, sometimes she's looking at a lehenga choli to buy for a very light function. Sometimes it's a small function. There are only 100 people. So I want, okay, this lehenga, but I want it with a lighter choli. I want it with a lighter dupatta. Then take this case where she's going to wear it to a very large event and there are 1,000 people going to be there. Then I would tell her, okay, you love this lehenga, but we'll give you a really heavy dupatta. We'll go heavy on the choli. We'll give you two dupattas if it's for the wedding wear, where you have to put one on your head and one. So I like to price everything separately, because I like her to come in and I like her to make that choice of how heavy, how light she wants to look. And for me, most important for a woman, and I say this in all my labels that I design for, I want the bride's personality to shine through. I mean, she should not look like head to toe in designer wear. She should look herself. And that's so important. So her persona, her